Eric Muadh, Muadh.com. Let's take a look at the Dow during the lows right now, the lows of 2016 in February. Let's take a look at what we can learn as to how and why the market did finally manage to bounce after a huge drop at the beginning of the year. So we had a huge drop, but the market did eventually bounce and move higher. The first thing we notice here is, of course, there was a nice negative divergence because we had a lower closing low and an improvement in the RSI. So that's one of the things that we observed at the time. But what I want to discuss in this video is extending your breakout lines. And I'm talking about the previous breakout line short term on the daily. So this was the line that was giving us the RSI highs line, and once the market cleared that level here in October, we had a recovery of the lows of late 2015 and the market went higher. So what I'm saying here is, let's be extending the same lines that gave us good breakout. Extend them because they do come into play. For example, here you can see that this was used as a backtest support and the market held there for a swing trade, especially for those looking to trade the market day to day or short term in a couple of days owning time period. Here we see a double bottom support on the same line, as you can see here, double bottom, which corresponds with this entry right there for another swing trade. And then we can see that the period when the market was bearish during the early part of 2016 corresponds with the RSI below the green line here, which is this period. Now notice what happens is we come back after moving above that line here. We come back and find support on the same line and start moving higher. So you can see that this again, the green line, by extending it, it became relevant because once the market did hold support on the green line there, we see that the market has moved higher since then. So let me draw that again. So it's the same line, but we are now extending it. As you can see here, the previous break line would become relevant again because we can see here that the market did find support on the back test of that line. Since then, the market has moved higher, as you can see on this weekly chart. So we are talking about this period here. And of course, the market has gone on to move higher. Also at the time, at the weekly, we had observed that while the market had made a multi-month low, we see that the RSI on the weekly showed again positive divergence, where we see that the market made lower prices, but the technicals improved. And also we have double bottom support on this improving RSI lows line, while prices were making fresh lows. And since then, of course, again, the market has moved higher. So you combine the daily analysis with the back test of that breakout line and also the weekly chart showing us positive divergence. This was technically one of the reasons why the market has managed to bounce since then. Eric Muadh, Muadh.com. Let's make it a habit of extending our breakout lines or other lines on our charts because they do become relevant down the road. Peace and blessings. EACS.